Let me quickly talk to you about how to remove hard inquiries from your credit. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you had to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about how to remove hard inquiries from your credit. It's very important to understand that when you have a credit score, your score is going to fluctuate month to month, right? From one month to the other. It's never static. It's always dynamic. So right now, I want you to make a decision, big decision time. I want you to really pay attention to what you need to do to remove hard inquiries from your credit. First of all, you need to know exactly what is your credit score. You got to have an idea. You can't change or remove or delete hard inquiries on your credit if you have no idea what's going on, okay? So you got to go to a website called annualcreditreport.com. You go there and Congress has mandated that once a year, you have the ability to see your credit score and report for free. Okay, you can see your score with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian for free. You can also go to Credit Karma. You have NerdWallet, Wallet Hub, and there are other platforms out there that give you access to your credit scores for free. Let's just define what a hard inquiry is. So a hard inquiry occurs when you apply for a new loan or credit card, okay? It involves the lender checking one or more credit reports to determine whether you meet the creditworthiness criteria that are required for the loan or credit card, okay? And this is sometimes called a hard credit check or hard pull. So when you hear the words hard inquiry, hard credit check, or hard pull, those mean the same thing. And hard inquiries differ from soft inquiries in two major ways. You have hard inquiries occur when you apply for a loan, credit card, or other financing. Soft inquiries, on the other hand, can happen upon your request. Okay, in other words, you have to initiate it. You have to basically ask for it. You have to ask for a pre-approval offer. So this is very important. Okay, so when we talk about hard inquiries, we're talking about credit card, but we're also talking about loans. We're talking about mortgages. We're talking about any kind of funding projects, any kind of funding product that you are applying for. Very important. And you have to understand that a hard inquiry will impact your credit score. Sometimes it can be 5 points, 10 points, sometimes 20 points. So the big question is, should you remove hard inquiries? So the whole idea of removing hard inquiries from your credit report to improve your credit score may sound appealing, but disputing a genuine hard inquiry on your credit report will likely not result in any change to your scores. Okay, so I get it. Everybody's trying to improve or increase their credit score. This is why you want to remove the hard inquiries in the first place. But what if the inquiry was honest? What if you initiated the inquiry? Okay, one thing I need to specify here is that you can only dispute the hard inquiries that result from fraud. In other words, you did not initiate it. You did not apply for a loan. You did not apply for a credit card, and somebody stole your identity and applied under your name. Okay, so this can really happen when an identity thief uses your social security number and other personally identifiable information to open a new account in your name. So for most people, that one extra hard inquiry may drop your credit score by just a few points temporarily, but new lenders likely are not going to decline your application for credit just because you have hard inquiries on your credit report. So this is something you need to pay attention to. Whether or not you should remove hard inquiries depends on your credit in the first place. Where are you right now? Talk to me. Are you in the 600? Are you in the 500s? Are you in the 400s? Are you in the 800s? So if you have, let's say you have 700 credit score and you have 1 or 2 or 3 hard inquiries, you probably will be losing 20 points that you will quickly get, you quickly gain anyway later on within 3 to 6 months. But if you are already in the basement of FICO score, if you are around 500 or around 600, every point counts. Okay, so one thing I need to say is that hard inquiries take 2 years to follow up your credit report. Typically, their impact to credit score lasts just a few months. However, if you already have several hard inquiries on your credit report from the past couple of years, or you have other more serious issues that are hurting your credit, one new inquiry could make it more difficult to get approved for a loan or credit card, right? So especially if you're looking for favorable terms. So this is important. It's all about money, money, money. If you are going to apply for a loan very soon, student loan, personal loan, secured loan, unsecured loan, and you want to get a loan at a great APR, and you are already having to deal with multiple hard inquiries, you want to think about removing the hard inquiries that are not valid. There are the results of fraud, for example. Now, I know I said it before, but I want to quickly come back to the difference between hard and soft inquiries. A lot of people believe that they know the difference, but not really. I mean, we have to be very clear here. So, although there is no difference between the data provided in a hard and soft inquiry, they do not affect your credit the same way. A common misconception is that checking your own credit history will negatively affect your score. But this is not true. Okay, so when you check your own credit history, when you go on annualcreditreport.com, or when you sign up with Credit Karma or CreditWise or Discover Credit Score Services or NerdWallet or Wallet Hub, when you check your own credit score, you will not lose any points. Okay, this is very important. So when you check your own credit history, this is considered a soft inquiry and will not show up on your credit report or affect your score. Hard inquiries, by contrast, occur when a lender pulls your credit report. Okay, so this is important. And soft inquiries also happen when you basically have been the subject of a pre-approval, or of a, let's just say you get pre-approval or pre-solicitation. Anything, any pre-offer in the mail, yes. Another difference you need to understand between hard and soft inquiries is that soft inquiries, they actually track what I call publicly available data. Things like your address, right? Your employment situation, your financial situation as publicly revealed by other lenders about you. So what's going on here is when you receive an offer, a credit card offer, and they're talking about soft pull, they actually gather some data from you from third-party sources, and the algorithm made a decision about the fact that you might fit the bill, you might fit the criteria they're looking for this particular credit card, this particular loan. That's why you receive a pre-qualification offer in the mail or something like that. And the thing here is that they never really go into your credit history to check it. They check everything around it. They check everything peripherally to the credit score or to the credit report. But once you agree and you fill in the paperwork, you sign the promissory note, you're okay with the offer, they will do a hard pull. At that point, they will do a hard pull. So you always have to authorize a hard pull on your credit. I want to talk to you about how do credit inquiries affect your credit score in general. This is important, okay? And this is why a lot of people are just thinking about, okay, now I want to dispute hard inquiries. And hard inquiries count as minor negative entries and account for 10% of your credit score. 10%. So let's say if you have a 600 credit score right now, hard inquiries might account for 60 points, okay? And the thing is that the exact effect on your credit score will vary depending on your credit history and current standing, okay? But you can typically expect to see a 1 to 5 to 10 point drop in your overall credit score anytime you're trying to apply for a credit card or a loan. And by the way, don't try to apply for multiple credit cards in the same day thinking that all those all those hard inquiries will account for one inquiry. This is not true. If you apply for 5 credit cards within 24 hours, you will have 5 hard inquiries on your credit. Simple as that. Okay. Don't listen to all the people who are telling you, well, don't worry, as long as you apply for a loan or for multiple loans within a 24-hour window. No, it doesn't work that way. The only time when those rules will apply if you are looking for a house, or you're looking for a car, because those are long-term assets. Those are capital assets. The lenders and the credit card issuers, they know that you don't buy a house every day. They know you can't buy 2 or 3 or 4 houses, but they know that you can get 3 or 4 credit cards. The same thing applies for cars. You're not going to buy 3 or 4 or 5 cars unless you kind of have some money to spare. But so it's all about the value of the assets. So when you apply for credit cards or loans, when you apply for multiple credit cards or loans within a day, you will have the corresponding number of hard inquiries on your credit. And it is possible to dispute inaccurate hard inquiries yourself. Yes, it is. The thing here is that it's all about the expertise. Do you have the expertise to dispute that? Okay. Do you have the time? Because do you have the resources? Because you can actually hire a credit repair company, or you can hire somebody, a nonprofit or for-profit credit repair organization, or you can do it yourself. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about how to remove hard inquiries from your credit report. And I want to talk to you about how to check your credit report, whether or not it makes sense to check your credit report regularly. The answer is yes. Basically, you have to. I'm not asking you to check your credit report every single day. It wouldn't make sense, right? However, you want to check your credit report once a month. This is just part of the financial discipline we are teaching on this show. You want to make it a habit to know exactly what's going on in your credit report. So to avoid letting fraudulent and other inaccurate information go unchecked, make it a goal to check your credit report regularly, okay? And also, you want to keep an eye on a credit score. So when we talk about credit report, this is important, but also your credit score. This is important. You can check your FICO score, you can check your TransUnion score, and you want to watch out for sudden drops that could indicate fraudulent activity, such as a bogus account open in your name that's gone unpaid, okay? And one thing you need to understand is that it's not always possible to prevent identity theft. But as you keep track of your credit history, you are in a better position to stop a difficult situation from getting much worse. What I'm trying to say here is that if you can report inaccurate or fraudulent activity to the banks or to a credit card issuer earlier on, this will make things a lot easier. Okay, so this is big decision time. I want you to, do you currently check your credit report regularly? Do you even know what your credit score is? If not, I want you to start right now from today, and every month thereafter, you want to start checking your credit. And again, I've said this before, there are several ways, there are several platforms on which you can go and check your credit report for free. Annualcreditreport.com, that's the first one. This is a federal website that allows you once a year or whenever you get denied for a credit product to check your credit reports for free. So you will see what's going on with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian for free. Or if you want to check your credit report throughout the year, you can sign up for Credit Karma, Wallet Hub, Nerd Wallet, and all those other players. So can you remove inquiries from your credit report? This is an important question that we need to ask. Well, you can. Yes. Hard inquiries can definitely be removed from your credit history if they occurred without your approval. So that's the key word here, without your approval. As long as any derogatory item is on your credit report without your approval or without you initiating it, then you can remove it. So if you did not have knowledge of the hard inquiries pulled from your credit profile, you have the right to ask the inquiry to be removed. Okay, so those are important things that you need to pay attention to. Now, there are ways you can do this. I've said this before. You can do it yourself, or you can actually reach out to all the credit repair, all the credit fix companies that are out there. If you don't have the cash, you can also sign up for a nonprofit credit repair organization. Most of the time, they charge no dollar. They won't charge you anything. So this is important. Now, you need to understand that it's all about money, money, money anywhere, right? It's all about money, 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 because if you have a high credit score, you have the ability to get loans, to get credit cards at favorable rates. Okay. You also have the ability to get a mortgage, a long-term loan, that is a real estate loan at a very favorable rate. And not only that, you can actually get insurance products at cheaper rates, because the thing is, people believe that a credit score or a credit report is only good for credit transactions, but not always. Insurers will also check your credit report. Landlords will also check that. They will do a background check on you. So if you have a clean slate, if you have a clean record, your chances of getting favorable rates when it comes to insurance, credit, and apartment or mortgage, those things will be a lot easier for you. And you can remove a hard inquiry if the inquiry occurred without your knowledge, if the inquiry occurred without your approval, and the number of inquiries exceeded what you expected. So those are the three scenarios where you can actually remove a hard inquiry. Let me repeat that. You can remove a hard inquiry if the inquiry occurred without your knowledge, or the inquiry occurred without your approval, or the number of inquiries exceeded what you expected. Okay, so as long as you have those three scenarios, one or more of those three scenarios happening in your life right now, you can definitely try to remove hard inquiries from your credit. Let's quickly talk about how to send a credit inquiry removal letter. This is important because you want to basically those are things you can do yourself. There are things you can do yourself, but there are things you can hire others to do for you also. But in today's conversation, I want to show you how you can send a credit inquiry removal letter, okay? First of all, you want to contact any credit reporting agency that is reporting the inquiry. So credit inquiry removal letters can be sent to both the credit reporting agencies and the lender who issued the credit inquiry. So that's what they call the data furnisher. Okay. And so here we are speaking about TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those are the three. So step number one, you want to send the credit inquiry removal letter via certified mail. This is very important. Certified mail is a way in which the sending and receiving of the letter or package is recorded. And you want to have this recording because chances are, if you were to go to court, if you have to litigate this matter, you want to have proof. The judge is going to ask for evidence. So this is important. So this form of mail will give you proof that the credit issuer or lender received the proper first notification to remove the hard inquiry. So that's the first step. The second step is you want to notify the lender first. You want to basically notify the data furnisher. You want to notifying the lender before you send a removal notice is necessary if you plan to take the dispute further to court. Okay, so when we talk about things legally here, this is a proper first step of removing hard inquiries. Step number three, you want to include a copy of your credit report. So including a copy of your credit report with the highlighted unapproved hard inquiries may help with referencing your case. Okay, although the credit reporting agencies will have easy access to your report, a hard copy will help investigators when processing your request. So this is important. You want to make things a lot easier for the person who's going to investigate your case, and so that you can quickly fix it. You want to send to the appropriate credit bureau. It's important to send your letter to the credit bureau with the record of the hard inquiry you want removed. So on the screen right now, I'm giving you the addresses you need. Big decision time. Please take notes. So here you have the Equifax. So PO Box 740256. They are in Atlanta, Georgia, 30374. So you have you have to send it to the Equifax Dispute Information Center. Next, you have to send the letter to the Experian Dispute Information Center. So you send it to Experian, PO Box 4500, Allen, Texas 75013. Next, we have you send it to TransUnion LLC. They have the Consumer Dispute Center, P.O. Box 2000, Chester, Pennsylvania, 19016. I want to show you right now on the screen a credit inquiry removal letter template. Okay, now this letter template is made. It's a template, of course, but you can actually customize it. I want you to read. I want you to see exactly what you need to do. It doesn't have to be 2 paragraphs. It doesn't have to be 2 pages, 3 pages. No, you want to go straight to the point. Okay, as you can see on the screen here, you have to put your date. You have to put the date, your name, your street number, the street name, city, state, zip, your phone number, your social security number, and the name of the credit bureau. Remember that you have to send this to every credit bureau. All right. So, and usually you want to put in the reference, you want to put reporting unauthorized credit inquiry or hard inquiry, whatever you want to say. But this is so, and then you say, I'm writing to request the removal of unauthorized credit inquiry or inquiries on, you put the name, and my latest credit report shows blah, 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 that I did not authorize. Here, you can see in the letter that the very first sentence is just going straight to the point. You're not asking about, you're not giving your name, whatever. No, you just go straight to the point while you're writing the letter. And in the second paragraph, you can see here, it says, I'm writing to dispute the following inquiries and ask for their removal from your from my credit report. So you want to be very specific again and give the detail, every detail, of course, to the investigator. This is important. And then it says, please have this unapproved inquiries removed from my credit report within 30 days. 30 days is actually the legal threshold, as this is harming my ability to obtain new credit. Okay, so once you do this, you are in your right to actually take the matter further to court if they have not listened to you. If they have not acted upon your letter. And you just put thank you for your assistance, you put your name, and that's it. This is just very simple, but this is important, okay? And how do you stay on top of negative credit report entries? So removing questionable negative items from your credit profile can be a long and time-consuming process that can seem daunting. So don't believe that simply because you put here within 30 days, everything will be fixed in 30 days. No, they will have to respond to you, but they will have to investigate also, okay? The thing here is that you want to be very, very careful about when you initiate the request. You want to be sure that you are in your rights. In other words, if an item is fully authorized by you and valid, don't start sending out dispute letters to the credit bureaus. You will lose credibility. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about how to remove hard inquiries from your credit, and I explained to you what a hard inquiry is, whether or not you should remove hard inquiries, the differences between hard and soft inquiries, how do credit inquiries affect your credit score, how to check your credit report regularly, whether or not you could remove inquiries from your credit report, how to send a credit inquiry removal letter, and I showed you a credit inquiry removal letter template. Thank you so much for your attention. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.